look what Allison gave me so I wouldn't be advertising for other people out there, that I would be advertising for Papaws cooking school. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, when you're been at home alone and bored to tears, you try to think of something to do. And recently I did a video for my grandkids on how to make a black bottom pie. And they thought that was pretty cool and thought that I should do that on some of the other things that I fix. Most of the recipes that I use are quick and easy. Most of them don't take more than 30 minutes. Most of them aren't mine. I tweaked them from what someone else had. But with company coming this weekend over to my son's house, I thought, you know, cherry cobbler would be really, really good, and I've got this recipe. So we're going to show you today how to make a quick, easy, really good cherry cobbler, and it only takes 30 minutes. So enjoy, and we'll get back to this thing in a little bit. Okay, we're going to start our little program here with, we'll take our dish and spread a little Pam on it so nothing sticks. Then we're going to go to our miracle little product here. Typically the recipe calls for, wow, our recipe calls for Grand's biscuits. I actually use the HEB brand because they're a little cheaper. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take these biscuits and we're going to quarter them. And then we're just going to lay them in the bottom of this pan. And what you might notice, my cutting board here. Obviously, for anyone who's watching this thing who isn't from Texas, neat little Texas cutting board. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of these up, and then we'll move on to the next part that we do, which you just can't believe how simple this is. And I have been invited to Ron's house for roast beef tonight. And I asked him, would it be okay if I filmed this recipe and brought the cobbler over to their house. So, but I know the dessert's going to be good. And Allison thought that that sounded yummy. So, I know this seems really hard, but if you're invited to a party for a lot of folks and either you don't want to put a lot of effort into it and have something wonderful, or you've got so much to do this time of the year that you just don't have time. So this makes it really, really easy. So I've gotten all my bread in the pan. Simple deal. The next part, you just won't be able to believe. Okay. This next part, my original recipe called for a can of cherry pie filling. And I thought, after making it one time, that a can of cherry pie filling wasn't enough. I'm using Kroger brand, but there's all kinds of name brands out there. The Kroger brand is very inexpensive. And believe me, if you consider making it on your own, you really cannot make it as cheap as buying this cherry pie filling from Kroger. And you don't have to go through all that mess. And this is what makes it just a lot easier on everybody concerned. So I've decided to use a couple of cans Now you won't believe, guys, that's it. We're going to put that in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. You won't believe that that's all there is to this, but we'll put that in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And you know, the cool thing about that is, if you take it just like this, and when everybody sits down to dinner, you know you're not using your oven still yet. So put that in the oven, 350 degrees, 30 minutes. When everybody's through eating, you got some fresh, hot cherry cobbler. And the only thing that would make it better than what it looks like here is some bluebell ice cream. So I'm going to put this in the oven. We'll have that for dinner tonight over at Casa de Roberts, and we'll get back to you as to how the family enjoy that. Okay, fresh out of the oven, ready to eat.
It's bubbling. How else do you know?
You want to dip some out into a bowl?
Good?
Sure.
Ice cream on top of that.
You want more ice cream than that?
That's okay for the picture. I hope you try this easy dessert